So a lot of people have been asking if the RunCam 3 fits in session mounts. Here it is sitting on top of one of these just generic GoPro mounts. Here is, I think they call these Zoom Pod, built for the Session. Fits nicely with the Session, as you can see. That fits very nicely, no gap. When I put the RunCam 3, which I believe is like a millimeter longer in dimension, there is a tiny gap, but it still fits nicely. I've been running that now for a little while. Of course, the RunCam 3 sits nicely on top of this guy. But this type of mount is probably what most people are concerned about, the one that is custom fit. So, sorry, the camera's shaking around. I'm holding it with my left hand. But here it goes. I'm going to try to squeeze this guy in. Not an easy fit. Let me set this down. So I got it in there, sliding it in, and as you can see, because it's a millimeter longer, I think it's a millimeter, it doesn't quite fit all the way down in. You can see that there is just a little bit of extra camera there sticking out. So be that as it may, I've never had a Session pop out of this mount, and the way I mount it is with a zip tie and some double-sided tape. I've had the whole mount and the camera come off, but I've never had the camera pop out of the mount. But it looks to me like in a crash this may pop out of there because it doesn't have this little lip holding it in. So for those of you with a 3D printer, you can custom make one. Otherwise, it looks like you can use your Session mounts for the RunCam 3 until they come out with a RunCam 3 mount that is just a little bit longer. Anyway, that's it.